kind of clothes I like clothes that are trendy and cool. I like them to be fitted at the top most of the time, not too tight, and flary at the bottom. Really loose and casual.
I've had like wonderful makeup artists. I've just recently found someone that I really, really love working with. I don't know what she does to my eyes to make them look so, I mean, like she'll do you and you're like, that's me? Oh goodness, you know, I look really pretty. I had so much fun making my video crazy, and actually MTV, they got to come on the set and just like do a whole behind the scenes thing and like check everything out. I get up like around 12 and then and sometimes we drive like 3 hours to the, you know, where the show is, or sometimes it's like 10 minutes away. And we'll go to the venue and I'll have sound check, then I'll have press to do, and then I'll have like 2 hours of where we call it not like lockdown, where I can just totally get ready and just, you know, focus on what I'm about to go out there and do. And then after the show, we get on the bus and we either drive or we go back to the hotel. And sometimes at bigger cities, I have like press all day. And it's kind of, you know, crazy and you're like, before the show. I really like touring though. It's fun for me. A lot of people say it's like the most grueling part, but I don't think so. Whereas before this tour, I was doing a lot of promotion like in Germany, overseas, and that's the hard part. That's when you're like, I was like, I think Germany, Spain, Italy, Canada, and 2 other places all in like a week. And it's like, oh lordy, and like you have to get up so early in the morning, in London as well, like get up early and like you're nonstop from the morning till at night, and that's the crazy part. Like what I'm doing now, I'm having the time of my life. I had like my vision of it, and my first day to come in at the studios for rehearsal, I walked in and it was just like this most amazing feeling because my band was up there playing and they had the lights going, and it was my first time to see my own stage, and I was just like, oh my goodness.
You know what? Singing is like therapy for me, seriously. I get on stage and it's like the most overwhelming feeling you'll ever get, and you just sing the audience faces in the audience, and I'm really getting into what you're singing, being able to affect them like that. Just like, I don't know, like a behind the scenes, like on tour video, that would be cool. To see the real thing.
The only thing it really gets, you know, kind of messes up is the school. You really gotta like make yourself sit there and really do it, you know, and it's like in history and stuff, it takes like so long just to get one question, you know, and it's like ridiculous, but you just gotta stay focused and say, I wanna do this, and you've gotta do school, you know, you can't leave that out. It was really weird at first because New York, just, you know, it's like a foreign country in itself, just New York, you know, it's really, really different, and you're right, I came from a really small town. It was just a major adjustment change. But it's like New York, when you're here for like 2 weeks, you start getting that adrenaline that's around you and that energy, and you get caught up in it. But now when I come here, it's like my second home. When I went to the studio, it was like, you know, we knew that, you know, I could sing and everything, but, you know, you always want that unique sound that no one else has on the radio. So when I went to the studio, you know, you found that, you know, like I was saying, like we came in with one tape, you know, and it was like, so we had to go through all this stuff to find my sound, find the type of music, where I want to go. So in the studio, when I was singing, all of it just kind of came out, and you just saw a picture, you know. I just wanted, you know, to be able to perform. I love performing and like have my own dancers and just get out there and let people hear my music and people be able to relate to me with me, you know, and I love her songs, you know, and you know, just want to go out there and meet me, you know what I'm saying? And so like I want to be like an artist that everybody can relate to and like wants to, you know, be like and say, oh, I like her, you know, I want to go out there and be like her, you know. Usually when I have free time, I do my schoolwork. But like if I'm home and I just want to be with my friends, I love going to the beach, getting a tan. I love doing that. And reading books. And I always try to go to dance class when I'm up here with Hatchet. He's great. He's like so much fun. He makes it, you know, he gets everybody clapping and everything. I love doing that, and I love shopping. So that's my main thing. I've always just like loved Mariah Carey. I guess like because she like writes her music, most of her music, and she's got comes up with the best melodies, you know. I think she's an incredible singer. Her range is like from here to here, you know, and she's so beautiful. She's probably my role model.
I love the whole process, and I've worked with Nigel Dick on all my videos so far, and he's just really, really cool to work with because he's really mellow and he's really open-minded to what I want and what, you know, and I know he wants a good video, and I take that into consideration, and the results always turn out really cool.
How do I deal with rumors? Really, I just look at them and I laugh, you know, and I mean, that's all you can do. to have people feel what you're feeling when you're singing that song. You know what I mean? Really, that's success to me. You know what I mean? And being able to put a smile on someone's face, definitely, that's success. It really boils down to believing in yourself. You know what I mean? And you've got to help out your destiny. You know what I mean? You can't, like, go towards it and, back off against it. You know what I mean? You've got to help yourself out. But yeah, I think if you try to be a good person for you, I think good things come to you. I talk mostly to the guys from NSYNC because our manager, we have the same manager, and we end up doing a lot of the same things. I like them a lot because they're real people. My message to my fans is thank you so much for all your love and support with the first album. Thank you. It really means a lot to me. Me and the dancers will get together and we'll say a prayer. And we'll go on stage. It's so exciting. It's so much fun.
It started bothering me when people I would work with, or like a new person I would meet somewhere, they would start staring at my chest. It started really affecting me. And I guess they just appear, bigger on TV and everything. So, but no, I'm fine with it now. At first it was hard for me, but now I'm over it.
Just being in this business for so long, I have a lot more knowledge and I'm more experienced. And yeah, I think with me being older, I think I am a little bit more of a stronger of a person. I think when you experience things in your life and deal with like even good or bad things, it makes you a stronger person. Yeah, I have my license. In Louisiana, you can be 15. So it's like the big deal at home. Do you have your license? Yeah. I failed the test when I took it because I didn't study at all. And I went in there thinking, everybody said how simple it was. You go through driving school and they give you the little book, All the friends are sitting there studying, the test and everything. I go in there not knowing anything, just from what they told you in school or whatever. And I failed it. So I took it again and I passed it. I looked over it and everything. So embarrassing. I guess I'm experiencing what I want right now, just making the album. And it's going to be, like, I'll be the happiest person in the world, like, when I have a great show, and, like, if I get to go on tour or something and have my dancers with me and we just get out there and perform and kick butt. If I wasn't singing, I would hopefully be, like, a professional dancer or something, So I really don't want to lose that aspect of it.
I mean, the media and people are going to say what they want to say no matter what you say. And it's just really sad that you have to deal with that in this business because, you hear these things and you laugh about them, but then they start blowing them way out of proportion and you're just like, what? I'm not believing this. And I just learned, it's part of the business and I just got to roll with the punches, It just goes with it. So, and I love my job and I love what I'm doing now, so people really, really appreciate your music and are singing the words to your songs, and it's overwhelming. It's really the best for me in the world.
I'm more experienced now, I think, than I was 2 years ago. I've learned a lot more. I think just being surrounded by so many adults all the time, you can't help but grow up a little bit faster. You have to be silly sometimes just to stay sane, I think. Yeah, I'm a very, very spiritual person. Definitely. I was brought up in the church and everything. And that's one of the bad things about what I'm doing now, that I'm busy every Sunday and I don't have time to go to church and stuff like that. But I make time, like, to just go visit kids in churches and stuff, like a time for me to give back just to feel good about me, I don't think, like, if you don't go to church every Sunday, you're going to go to hell. You know what I mean? But I just feel bad sometimes. I think it's, the person within that matters. I didn't expect anything. I don't think you ever expect anything. You just hope and pray, and you just put, your heart and soul into everything you do and just hope that it works out. Sometimes you have to make sacrifices for things that you want to do, and I wouldn't change my life for anything. I mean, when I go out there and I perform, it totally makes up for it. Being able to see all those people just there for me, knowing all the words to my songs, it's the most overwhelming feeling in the world, It really makes up for, like, the, hard times and stuff. I wouldn't change anything about my career, and even if I did make a mistake or do something wrong at one point, I think I've learned from that, and that's made me a stronger person.
They don't really know me as a person, and why are they're judging me and saying things about me that they don't know me, why are they judging me when they don't really know me as a person? So that's the part I really didn't understand, but I don't know, being at the MTV Music Awards, it was just really amazing because just being able to perform in front of people like Madonna and all of that, it was so, like, overwhelming, and just, like, seeing Madonna, like, 4 rows ahead of me, and, like, there were so many celebrities there.
So silly that people say that. There's room for all of us out there. That's the way I look at it. And people saying stuff like, oh, well, this person copying you. I mean, it's flattering in a way, but I still think they're doing their own thing. You know what I mean? Everyone has their own sound, and everyone's doing their own thing. And just like how people say, well, NSYNC copied Backstreet. Well, you know what? Backstreet copied the Beatles.
Going to Sweden was very nice. It was my first time to be out of the country, so I was really excited to begin with. And when I got over there, everyone was just really nice, and it was beautiful. And I just went into the studio and just sang, and it was great. It was a lot of fun. I loved it a lot. So I love to travel and see different places and different things. There's a lot out there.
It's really, really flattering. It's really, really nice. It's good to, perform and everything and see the audience out there really get into your music and know your songs. It's the best feeling in the world to know that your music, has touched someone's life. It's awesome. It's really neat. In my CD player right now, I have Natalie Imbruglia, Sarah McLaughlin, Brandy. I have Madonna's Immaculate Collection. I love everyone. Whatever it is, if it's acting or singing or dancing, if you really love that and you have a talent, you should go for it because God's given you a gift and you should definitely go for it. But there is a lot of hard work you don't see behind the scenes that's really exhausting. It's not glamorous at all. You don't see the person after a show at 3 o'clock in the morning getting off the bus like, ooh. I like being compared to Madonna because I totally respect and admire how every time she comes out, she's grown as an artist and she's done something different, and I like that a lot. I love Whitney Houston. She's incredible. I totally admire her because her voice is like when she sings, she really feels her music.
I always get nervous before I go on stage, especially my first performance. I couldn't even talk. People were coming up to me and talking to me, and I was just so nervous because it was my first time to do my own show, and I was really nervous to how the crowd was going to react. And there's like a lot of things in the show, like the quick changes. I just wanted everything to go smoothly, and I was so nervous. But now when I go on stage, I still get nervous, but it's more of like a good nervous energy. It's just enough to get me pumped up.